As to our socials. There we go. So, guys, you're seeing me in this weird, different angle right now, which, it's a bit different. It's temporary. It's totally fine. But we're here to get started with another live training room session. Keeping in mind that today is going to be a very, very interesting day. Right before we started the live trading session here with Lachlan, he did tell me that there is a lot of interesting movement happening right now with NASDAQ. So I'm not going to take a lot of your time. This is a very, very interesting special day, special moment. So we can get started right away with the trading session. Grab your pens, papers, laptops, whatever you need to write down and learn all the tips and tricks. So Mr. Lucky here can help you out and teach you on how to do this thing. So thank you so much, Lachlan, and you can go ahead.
Perfect. Awesome, Alan. Thank you. And again, guys and girls, welcome. Lockie here. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I'm going to be hosting you in the live trading room this afternoon. As again, it is a relatively monumental day. The reason being is last night, guys, for the first time ever, the NASDAQ had a candle, guys, a buying candle that was more than 5,000 ticks tall. So for those of you that haven't been around trading for a while, that is not normal, guys. That is not normal under any circumstances. So suffice to say, guys and girls, we're in for an awesome little treat. Now I'm going to get started. I'm going to get started relatively quickly today. The reason being is we have a lot to go through. So let me just get this projection up for you. Guys, in a perfect world, you will be able to see a PowerPoint presentation come through. So perfect. We are good to go. Guys, we are good to go. Let me just get this chat function also off and racing. We are bopping along, which is fantastic. So guys and girls, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. It was on a 5-minute chart, absolutely, Keith. So yeah, guys. So a couple of pretty big milestones. There's a couple of pretty big milestones internationally when it comes to these tariffs and similar things. From the start of the tariffs, for those that haven't actually been watching what we're doing, guys, we said that the tariffs, guys, we said it in the LTR yesterday, we said it in the LTR on Tuesday, that the tariffs are basically going to be gone as quickly as they were introduced. The tariffs are very much a smokescreen. If you do your research, guys and girls, again, the tariffs are very, very much a smokescreen just to flesh deals out. And again, of course, there's a lot of drama going on in the world and similar things. But I don't think the tariffs are going to be around very long. All the people that I guys reach out to for information are basically like, yeah, it's kind of yesterday's news, which I do think is really exciting. So guys, we'll get into it. What we've actually been gifted this week is some absolutely massive volatility. Some of the traders have done very, very well. As we had traders that towards the end of the volatility last week, guys, had a $90,000 week, so $90,000 profit. So therefore, there's a lot of volatility out there, guys. There's a lot of volume in the market. So even though we've got lots of bouncing up and down, guys, there's a lot of people out there making a lot of money. And ironically, that is our plan today. That's what we're going to focus on. So now we are, guys, we are very, very proud of our compliance because we are running across multiple jurisdictions, guys. We're streaming on multiple social medias, guys. This will also be on YouTube and guys. We're going to be as strict as we need to be regarding our compliance. So first and foremost, guys, today we're going to be talking about trading futures and CFDs. Now, both of those do involve risk. Now, what I do want to highlight with everybody is we will be trading on margin. What does that mean? We borrow a little bit of money every time we take a trade. What does that mean? It basically magnifies the risk. And now, ultimately, though, there are two risks in trading. There's a risk of making money. There's also a risk of losing money. And today, we're going to focus on being professional risk controllers, as we do every single day of the week in the live trading room. Now, guys, everything we're going to be doing today is general information only. The past performance of all financial products, guys, particularly in the strictest jurisdictions, typically being Singapore, Australia, and the UK. Guys, you can't use the past performance of a financial product as a reference for future performance. Now, another thing going on, guys and girls, called market risk factors. Ultimately, we are going to be trading over the internet today. That does add a significant variation to some people's trading experience. So guys, I'm going to do my best to guide you in and out of the market. Again, I'm going to give you your stops, your entries, and similar things. I'll be talking about up to 12 different signals simultaneously. I had a great conversation, guys, with a guy called Paul earlier today in Byron Bay, who was saying, Lockie, I'm starting to get really, really confident about my trading. And guys and girls, I would suggest to you, you're going to be really, really confident with your trading if you understand why we're doing what we're doing. If you don't understand why we're doing what we're doing, guys, then please do reach out and we can explain it to you either via a webinar, guys, or courses, or anything along those lines. So as that being said, market risk factors, as we do need to be aware that I'll do my best to identify trades as per the education strategies we have at Samurai. Suffice to say, guys, we'll do the best to get you in and out of the market as effectively as we can. But because of this wonderful thing called the internet, you may get a different result to other traders in the actual live trading room itself. Now, quick intro, guys. I discovered futures trading in August 2007. I started my first trading school in August 2009 because there were literally no decent trading schools in Australia. Guys, now, that being said, we're now based out of Singapore. Guys, we're having a lot of fun in the game of not only trading, but also educating and empowering people. As the reason we run a live trading room is we tend to find that the trading is a very, very lonely game. If you're in a live trading room, not only can you compare notes with people, you can compare opinions, you can compare trades and entries and exits. And the beauty of being in a live trading room, if we get a really, really good winning trade, we can all celebrate together. If we do get a loss, guys, we can explain exactly why it was a loss. Ultimately, so you don't take that loss personally, guys. The reason you don't want to take a loss personally in the game of trading is probably 90% of your success in trading will be your psychology around trading. Guys, if you're taking a losing trade and you don't know why, you're going to start to lose confidence, not only in you, but also the strategy that you're using. So there are a myriad of advantages as to live trading rooms. In fact, I'm actually quite surprised. I think live trading rooms should be compulsory. That being said, if you run an education company, guys, you do really, really good at educating, you should also be showing people live in the market, because ultimately, guys, one thing I love about this is there's absolutely nowhere to hide. So, guys, we're going to be looking at 10 signals. Ultimately, I'm going to be focused on the red, guys, over there on the left-hand side. CSA stands for candlestick analysis. We are going to be focusing on the delta, guys, very, very heavily today. Please note when we get into the charts, I'm only running a delta V2. Okay, only running a V2. The V1 at the moment is too volatile, guys. It's actually, again, just to quantify, yesterday the V1 delta gave us 182 trades in 90 minutes. As now, I want you to get one or two trades and stop. Okay, so he gave us 182 trades. Therefore, I'm going back to the Delta V2. But again, just so you are aware, the V2 Delta gave us 62 trades yesterday. Okay, of which the vast majority were profitable. So we're going to focus pretty heavily on that. As ratios and candlestick dominance are going to be massive today. I've even written on your charts, if you want to win in the game of volatility, guys, it's all about ratio and efficiency. Okay, and obviously ABC and stair step is the foundation of everything that we do. Guys, we are technical analysis traders, so we do trade the pure price movement of the market. Guys, we've got indicators to assist us in making decisions about the strength of that pure price movement. But ultimately, it goes back to 2009, guys, when we literally wrote this strategy, guys, was written in sort of August, September 2009. Guys, it was polished in sort of February, March 2010. As we basically decided we were going to let the market generate the signal for us. That's what we mean by let the market do the heavy lifting. As there's no need to try and second guess the market. The market will give you every bit of information that you need. Guys, you've simply got to use that information to your advantage. Guys, make a set KPI. So for 100, 200 US dollars, something along those lines. Guys, again, the bigger traders are going to go for a lot more. But ideally, guys, 100 to 200 US dollars per day. If you can get really, really good at that, guys, eventually it'll be $1,000 a day. And then off we go into the world of professional trading. Now, with all of that said, guys, the screens, when we get in there, guys, we're going to have the NASDAQ in the top left-hand corner. We're going to have the S&P 500 in the bottom left, FDAX in the top right, and the FESX. That will be our screen layout for today. Whereas that being said, also really, really important point, guys. I've been asked it, Ahmed, well done. So again, you will see people putting their profit into the live trading room. So again, if you're brand new to what we do and somebody gets a really, really good result, when I first started trading, I started to get really annoyed by, oh my gosh, that guy just made this money and isn't this annoying? Guys, but I very, very quickly learned in a live trading room, everybody's basically a family. We're not competing with each other. We're actually complementing each other in our own success. So if somebody puts a really good result into the live trading room, but don't be shy. Ask them, hey, Ahmed, how did you take that trade? Or, la, 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 la. Because we're all here to learn. The market turns over The market turns over, just the S&P 500 turns over more than 3.147 trillion US dollars per day. So even if everybody in the LTR said, you know what, I'm going to go and make $1,000 today, guys, we don't affect anybody in our ability to make money. Speaking of that, guys, I mentioned the Delta. As I mentioned, the Delta next Thursday night. So next Thursday night after this session, so 30 minutes after this trading session finishes, guys, I'm going to be running a masterclass on how to trade the Delta really well. Now, the beauty of that masterclass, guys, we'll be showing you markets, Fibonacci's, pure price movement, and ultimately the Delta. So if any of you are interested, guys, in attending that masterclass, guys, it is free. There's no obligation. You don't have to come if you don't want to come, but there's no obligation. Let me just grab the link. Guys, if you do want to come, it will be a masterclass. I'm actually going to be running the masterclass for you. Guys, it is ultimately on Delta trading and how to trade the market really, really, really well. All right. So if you guys are interested in attending that, guys, then I'll put the link up in the webinar for you, guys. You members, non-members, everybody can come along, guys. There's again, it's going to be quite good fun. Let me just grab the link for you. Now, all of the Samurai members, guys, will have already received, guys, will have already received this link. So let me just get it for you, guys. If you are interested in coming along, guys, if you are not a member of Samurai, guys, and you want to come along, reach out to TTP, guys. They'll be able to assist with that as well, guys. We'll get everybody into that session and make sure that you can at least understand the history of the Delta, why we are ultimately doing what we're doing, and we go from there. All right, so I've just put the Rego link in there for you guys. It's a masterclass. I normally do one masterclass sort of every 6 to 8 weeks. Many people have asked me, Lockie, can we have a Delta masterclass? Mark, you've just got plus 11 and 100 on the efficient candle and the 5-minute 133 extension. Well done, mate. That's a beautiful trade. Okay, now, guys, moving on, if I can. So what do we basically expect? Guys, basically in the session today, we're normally running with a volume of around about 50,000. Today, the volume is 161,000. So guys, typically we expect around about 12 to 15 trades in the European Open session. We're going to get a lot more than that today. Guys, now we only need 1 or 2 trades. We only need 1 or 2 trades to hit our daily KPIs. So we'll be very careful. As the market's going to produce a lot of signals today, so it means that we can be very picky and very choosy. As what we're going to be doing is using basically a dual market strategy today. So we want the signal being set on both markets simultaneously, and then we'll take the signal. We did that yesterday. It was very volatile yesterday, and we still ended up with a bank of winning trades for those that could afford the risk. So that brings up a good little point. Now, we will be going, guys, basically today we're going for long-range targets on every single trade. I'll give you a risk control point. We're going to go way beyond a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, guys. The trade might start 1-to-1, but we will engineer it on the run to make sure it's a lot more than that. Guys, for those in the US close, or for those that are interested in trading the US close, in fact, guys, great point. For those that are also interested in trading, guys, you might be interested in trading the US Open and the US pre-market. As Samurai Company is literally just getting ready, guys, to do a trial on a US Open and US pre-market live trading room. Guys, so that would be really good fun. The link says April 17. It should be Thursday next week. Alexander, should be Thursday next week, I believe. Let me just double check. Yep, April 17, mate, you're on the money. You're on the money. Okay, now, again, the difference between the European Open, guys, European Open is normally quite docile compared to the US close. So ultimately, the US close produces a lot more trades. It moves a lot faster. And as a result of that, guys, you've got to be a little bit careful in the US pre-market, US Open, US close. Normally, Europe's a little bit gentle. Today, it's been incredible. Now, guys, again, why do we use an LTR? Guys, at the end of the day, there's a lot of money to be made in the game of trading, guys. I tend to find you make a lot more money if you're trading as a team, as opposed to trying to trade by yourself and second guessing everything that's going on. So the focus today, guys, will be profit first, education second. We do run at a plus 90% strike rate. Guys, I put a video on YouTube almost every day, showing this is what we did in the LTR. These are the reasons why. Guys, and a lot of the people, guys, in the charts today have been with me for more than 12 years. So if you see some really good results, like Remy's, guys, has just taken a 50-tick trade times 5 contracts. So that's $250 times 5, $1,250 trade. Guys, you'll see some really good results coming in. Again, don't get annoyed by those results. Ask Remy, what did you do to take that trade? In fact, he's giving you the explanation already, guys. Traded off what we call the 78.6, which is one of the evil twin Fibonacci's. Now, guys, if you're brand new to trading, please watch, listen, and learn. If you're an experienced trader, please take advantage of everything we're doing. If you've got any questions, guys, the last 15 minutes of the hour is generally the best time to do that. We won't be taking any trades, guys, in the last 15 minutes of the hour. And typically, guys and girls, just a great little lesson for European Open. If you have not finished trading in the first 35 to 40 minutes of the European Open session, there's something wrong with the markets, right? So again, don't trade in the last 15 minutes if you haven't got a trade in the first 35 to 40, guys, because generally you're going to get an incredible trade on the turn of the hour, as we did yesterday. But suffice to say, those first 35 to 40 minutes, that's when all the money should be made. We will seek to maximize our profit, guys, on every single trade. So I'll guide you as best as I can on that. As now, if a trade does require too much risk, as if it requires too much risk, please do not take the trade. Okay, we've been dealing with this all week, as with this tariff discussion on. Guys, I've had a number of people actually reach out to me on social media or YouTube saying, Lockie, how do I get the Brokers Exposed book? Guys, it's actually available for you in the Getting Started video series. So again, if you want, guys, if you want the Brokers Exposed book, please just email Samurai or go to the website. Guys, you'll be able to get it there. It's just samurai.daytrading.com. Guys, we are on YouTube and our Instagram. Guys, our Instagram is i.love.trading. Okay, i.love.trading. I'm getting a lot of really positive comments out there on YouTube. There's no doubt about that. People are starting to gather. Some. I'm really excited, guys. People are starting to gather some traction, which is brilliant. The sound will be a little bit unstable if I'm moving stuff around on the screen. It's a little bit upset. I do have a window open, so there is a little bit of noise. Just double check we're on the right microphones. Okay, I'm going to have to close the window for you, which I'm going to do now. I'll shut the window because of the background noise. Okay, now, what have we got, guys and girls? We have a lot of volatility. Okay, we have a lot of volatility today. MJ very soft now. Yeah, it'll kind of regulate itself for a little bit, then it will pop back on again. Okay, yeah, there we go. Perfect. All right, so guys, what I will do, if you don't mind, I'm going to turn the camera off. Let me turn the camera off. The reason being is that the camera actually covers up the FDAX chart when we start trading. So I did get a message on Facebook saying, hey, Lockie, I really wanted to take this trade, but I couldn't see the FDAX. I'll turn that camera off for you. Now, first and foremost, guys, these are the charts we're going to be focused on today. Most importantly, bottom left-hand corner, guys, can everybody see we've got this amazing short-term sell that's occurring off these Fibonacci's, all right? So you see the NASDAQ is selling off the 78.6 and the 76.8 Fibonacci's, okay, those red ones. So we're selling off the red ones. The S&P 500 is selling off the identical red ones. Now, this is really perfectly timed, because I was saying to you before that we're going to be looking for dual market trades. So for those that are trading the NASDAQ today, we're looking for the S&P and the NASDAQ to fail at the same time. Ironically, that is what has just occurred. Right? That is what has just occurred, and it's producing some absolutely divine sell signals, right? Divine sell signals. Now, a couple of things. Bottom left-hand corner, guys. Now, I want everybody today, we've done very, very well this week, guys, despite the crazy volatility. Today is a lot more settled. So again, kind of exciting, guys. We're moving back to relatively normal. Just be aware, guys, if I can, a bit of praise for the live trading room traders so far this week. They've done an incredible job, guys, dealing with the risk. So we're going to be doing the same thing today. Now, please be advised, guys, that I'm expecting the S&P 500 to sell down, which is what it's currently doing. The reason being is the S&P 500 is 45 minutes already into a 15-minute trade. So normally, guys, a 15-minute trade runs out of steam after 45 minutes. Ironically, that's exactly what's going on. Now, what does it mean? For the S&P 500 traders, if we were to buy back to these 76 fibs and the sellers were to lose the stair step, we're looking for another absolutely classic reversal. I do want to draw all of the S&P 500 traders' attention if I can. Let me just grab a little rectangle here. You guys have basically cruised through to what we call the previous 240 close. You failed there, so I would not be surprised at all, guys, if a number of our experienced traders are short already on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, guys trying to hold it short for as long as they possibly can. Now, if the sellers sell down, guys, if the sellers sell down on Europe, which I would suggest they're going to do first before then buying the market, for the S&P 500 traders, we've got this -4 rated static bar reversal down here. If you guys sell down really, really nicely, guys, really, really nicely on European Open and get underneath the entry price, guys, I'm looking for a long on the S&P 500 at 5449 for those people that know what they're doing, guys, 5449. There's a backup signal, guys, at 5449.75, right? So there's a number of traders that will focus very, very heavily on these failure points on the S&P 500. Okay, now, we know about the amazing short, guys. We know about the amazing short at the top of the chart on the NASDAQ. It's already producing some lovely winning trades, which is brilliant. It's because the volatility is over 100 today. It was over 300 yesterday. So it's actually a really, really lovely little drop. It's a really lovely little drop. I'm running the black diamond, the black and red diamond deltas only at this stage, guys. If we quieten down, I'll bring the other delta on. So the delta you're watching here is a delta V2. As you can see, we're picking up a lot of signals anyway, so we don't need to run the V1 at this point in time. Key point I do want to note, guys and girls, that again, depending on where you were trading yesterday, the volatility at the moment was 7 times greater than what it is now. Okay, 7 times greater than what it was today. So what does it ultimately mean, guys? Even though the strategy continued to pump out winning trades yesterday, a number of people had to drop to the micro contract to take those trades safely. Right? So what we're going to do today, guys, if the volatility goes nuts, then a number of you, please do drop to the micro contract so you can stay within a responsible risk profile. As if you are going to drop to the micro contract, please go for long range targets on every trade, but please also use relatively tight risk control. Okay, now, right across the board, guys, today, right across the board, the focus will be on ratio and efficiency-based trading. Okay, that's how we've navigated the volatility so far, and that's actually gone very, very well. Down to the bottom, goes down to the bottom right-hand corner, just to get an assessment on what we are most likely to do when we get started. Guys, at this point in time, we've got very, very small gaps to close on the European market. So don't be surprised if those gaps get closed relatively quickly. As you do have 4 high-impact red flag news announcements tonight, guys, in the US. Excuse me, that will occur at 9:30 p.m. Tokyo time. So guys, if you are trading a little bit later on tonight, just watch those news announcements. Obviously, the market's already super volatile. So again, if those news announcements are not what is expected, then the volatility will go absolutely ballistic. Now, I want to do some analysis, guys, if I can. Again, FESX, for those that are not new, you might be brand new, guys. You might be brand new to what we do today. Well, I'm Remy, so long off the 50% for 50 times 5. Guys, that's exactly what Remy's talking about right there. Guys, now, interesting observation, if I can. If everybody wanted to trade off the 50 fib, guys, you wait for these sellers to push down and fail, you can grab any of those black diamond deltas going back the other way. Right? So if you are brand new to trading, and you need a little bit of guidance as to when to physically buy the market, guys, that's what these little stamps on the chart are for, to show you where to buy. Okay, that is a really, 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 really important point. Now, guys, I want to go down to the bottom here because we've been doing a whole lot of work, guys, in the charts this week, just trying to keep everybody up to speed with what's going on. Now, guys, in last week's session, we did say we were expecting the market to sell down for 3 weeks, which is 1, 2, 3. So the 3-week sell down, if you're into the rule of 3, the 3-week sell down is already finished. And hey, presto, guess what? The market's turning around and coming straight back the other way. Now, if this week, guys, for the European-based traders, if we close above these buy points here, what's going to occur next week? They'll retrace back down. They're going to tick all these points here, guys, normally around about 4,800 on the FESX. And we're probably going to get a very, very significant buy, guys, off these levels. All right, down to the daily chart. Now, this is huge. Now, who was in the live trading room yesterday when I said exactly this? watch for a lower low on the 1440 chart, which is this one right here, and then find anything you can to go long. Hey presto, guess what happens? There's our lower low, guys. We failed at a very, very key market level, and the long candle was ridiculous, like absolutely incredible. So what may happen today, as the market, as Steve has already suggested, as the market is going to be very, very, very congested for the European-based traders. If the FESX drops below this level, it's probably going to come down to around about the 4765 mark. It loves round numbers. It might get stuck at 4800. So today, guys, I believe we're just going to trade inside the range of this daily candle. If we do push up, guys, and we fail to break up to the downside, we are going to push some pretty heavy shorts. Okay, now, on the 4-hour chart, something that we do need to be very, very, very aware of, guys, in this trading time slot is that we've got a 4-hour short setting up at 4880. Okay, 4882, that is good enough, guys. 4882 is a pop point in the market. So what I want to highlight to everybody here, guys, let me just fix that little typo for you. Guys, if the sellers do fail to pop this point here, so we've got a very, very key level in the market. I'm going to drop it down to 4880. As if we do sell below 4880, if we sell below 4880, and they hold below, then we're going to see a sell down to those larger levels. If we come down, spike down here and fail, guys, we're going to pick up some really, really lovely longs. I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if Europe sells first. I wouldn't be surprised if Europe sells first. All right, now, on the 60-minute chart, guys, these guys are clearly getting ready to sell. All right, so we've just got to be aware, guys, that if we do get a sell down, excuse me, if we do get a sell down, it could be relatively violent. It could be relatively fast. If the sell down fails, guys, long range longs, right? Long range longs are going to be really good fun. Now, the 15-minute chart, let me bring that back on the screen. 15-minute chart, at this point in time, I would suggest they're going to sell down first and early. Sell down first and early. As if that sell down struggles, like they literally don't impress anybody, then we're going to pick up a really lovely buy signal. All right. So let's just see what they bring to us. FTAX 15-minute chart. I'll bring that on screen for you. Okay. If the FTAX does buy, guys, if it does buy even a little bit later in the session and gets anywhere near that blue 50 Fibonacci, right, so we'll call it 21530, we're going to pick up an incredible sell. Okay, so 21530. Okay, 21530. Now we know that, ladies and gents, because these markets follow the same pattern every day. In fact, I was talking to Cody, guys, many moons ago about this. But the FTAX actually follows 6 trading patterns. Guys, follows 6 trading patterns on a weekly basis. So it will do one of 6 patterns every day. So again, once you start to understand the patterns, guys, you start to realize, right, so these guys just do the same thing every day, day after day, and that makes them very, very predictable, guys, which is good fun. Now, I'm just going to sweep some microphones across. Guys, we've got around about 2 minutes, around about 2 minutes until the gun goes. So please, guys, please watch your wrist today. That's going to be really important. Please also understand, guys, if you need to swap down to the micro contract in order to trade the micro, then absolutely brilliant. Louis, I'm going to give you a mic, right, in case you see something that you want to jump on. Hilly, if you're open to having your mic, mate, turned on, you don't have to talk, but if you're open to having your mic turned on, mate, don't be shy. Steve, Steve Hilly, do you want your mic on, mate? No worries. Okay. So I've given you that privilege, right? And again, guys, the people that have got their mics available are those people that know what they're doing. So again, I suppose the beauty of trading is in a large group. Right? The beauty of trading in a large group. If I miss something, one of the boys or girls will pick it up. Guys, and as a result, we're at a significant advantage. For the Nazi traders, I want you to keep an eye on that static bar reversal. Okay, so that's a short signal. I want you to keep an eye on that -3 rated short signal. As at the moment, the sellers own the stair step, so I'd need the buyers to come up and steal the stair step. Okay, they need to get higher than that point for the junior traders before we look for shorts. And we're going to be looking for dual market failure, guys, right across the board. Okay, so dual market failure. Lee, beautiful trade. Lee, well done. That's an amazing trade. Well done. So guys, I will have to flip my Fibonacci's round a number of times today, guys, a number of times. I would not be surprised at all, guys, if we go classic 133 fib extension failure, guys, on FDAX. All right, so just watch for this. This mustard green candle, guys, the buyers are already climactic. The buyers are already climactic. All right, so just let them come through. Oh, look at that. They're popping up straight to a sell zone. Fancy that. All right, so very, very strong open, guys. So just let these guys go climactic, please. We've just gone and closed the gap, guys, which is a sign we're in for a very, very big day. There's no doubt about that. So let's just ironically straight to a sell zone. That is quite exciting. Okay, now my Fibonacci, I've just moved my Fibonacci around by accident. These Delta V2s, the red deltas on the FDAX, if you waited for the opening candle to push up and then you've sold under the pivot, all of these red diamond deltas are valid. Obviously, the market is moving very fast, right? Very, very, very fast. So again, guys, depending on how you trade, I like to let this opening candle go climactic, guys, which is hit extreme volume. It's probably around about 15 or so seconds away from hitting extreme volume. As buyers own the stair step on FDAX, so we're clearly looking for sells. There's no question about that. The sells came in very, very quickly. If you don't trade, there's our climactic candle. Now, if you don't trade the opening candle of Europe, please don't let me romance you into taking a trade. I think that's a good way of saying it. Don't let me romance you into taking a trade. Now, for the FDAX traders at this point in time, if you don't trade the opening candle, we are waiting for this candle to close, and then we're going to look for a Fibonacci retrace, and we're going to jump on one of these deltas. Now, for the NASDAQ traders, the buyers, guys, have literally just stolen the stair step. The sellers sold down, buyers are broken back. So what we're looking for is volume fatigue for the NASDAQ traders. All right, I would love to see the buyers push up a little bit further. Guys, the backup trade for the NASDAQ traders is this static bar reversal short. So you guys are looking for a short on the NASDAQ. Guys, call it around the 2350 mark. Okay, it's 2350. What we do have to be aware of for the NASDAQ, guys, is you've got a counter Fibonacci now against you with a 50 fib of the micro trend at 2125. So what that does mean, again, if you're going to go short, guys, if you're going to go short around about the 2450 mark, let me just double check your entry point. It's actually 24 even, guys. If you're going to go short at 24 even, it is a valid trade. What you've got to make sure is they absolutely punish these Fibonacci's to the downside. Okay, so for the NASDAQ traders, we do have a short on. You've got a red delta short there as well at the same price point. So if you are going to go short, guys, on the NASI, it's a completely valid trade. All right, there's no question about that. We've got to keep an eye on this Fibonacci. Okay, got to keep an eye on that Fibonacci because it is the 50 fib of the micro trend. Now, again, if you're waiting to enter that red diamond delta short, guys, it's at 2475. If we move down, guys, if we move down to this price point here, I would be looking to cut my risk off on the NASDAQ and go for a very long range target. Okay, now the 50 fib of the micro trend is something that we need to focus on very, very heavily on this trade. So if they do sell down, guys, they hit that 50 fib a number of times. Okay, we don't want to be in the trade if they get stuck at that 50 fib. All right, now, again, if you don't trade the opening candle, okay, so Akito's taken this delta trade, guys, and been targeted at 20 ticks. All right, so Akito's got that one. Now we're going to create a higher high. As now we're looking for larger fibs. So let me just cruise through this one for you. FDAX with 55 seconds to go. I'll come to you in a second. What the FDAX traders need to be aware of. Okay, we're going to do a Fibonacci like that. What we want, guys and girls, is we want the buyers to push up inside the next candle and fail at Fibonacci. All right, we want the buyers to push up inside the next candle and fail at Fibonacci. Now, for the NASDAQ traders who don't trade the opening candle, because the opening candle can sometimes be a little bit unpredictable. Okay, for the NASI traders, I'm looking for a short once these buyers push up inside the new candle and fail. Guys, I'm looking for a short, guys, at the 139 mark, guys, 19,139. I need the buyers to push up in the next candle, just like that. Guys, so I want the buyers to push up. I want the buyers to fail at Fibonacci. Guys, we've got two entry points, all right? So 139 is for the junior traders. Now, if you're going to go short, guys, if you're going to go short at 139, okay, I'm just going to bring a risk control point on the chart for you there. Now, again, for the slightly more experienced traders, guys, if we buy up and we get caught on this 90% Fibonacci again, then we're looking for an absolutely wonderful, slightly more advanced short, right? Slightly more advanced short. Again, I would love, guys, like we're doing yesterday, I would love to see a higher high. Okay? I would love to see a higher high, guys, which we haven't got yet. So for those people that love higher highs, guys, if you're a bit of a pure price movement purist, then you're going to wait for the higher high. Right, for those that are short, guys, if you're short at 139, there, this is what they did yesterday. So guys, if you're short at 139, it's just gone through the risk control point and the 20 tick target and bounced back the other way. So today I would suggest, guys, a 20 tick first target and risk control point, and then a long range target on your second position. For the FDAX traders, guys, if we retrace back to a Fibonacci, guys, like that 38 fib, then any of the red diamond deltas going short are all valid. All right, so if you guys retrace back up here and then you pick up any of those three, typically the first three inside that retracement, guys, so you've got to sell at 463, you've got to sell at 458, or you've got to sell at 456. Now, if you haven't taken any of those trades, guys, you'll need to wait for the buyers to come back up, retest the Fibonacci, and then go again. Right as I said, FTX traders. Okay, advanced traders. I said if we push back up to the 88.6 on the NASDAQ, then you guys are going to go short, okay? If you are short, okay, if you are short on the NASDAQ underneath the 88.6, right, classic Fibonacci failure here. Guys, that's a double failure reversal short. If you've gone short underneath that around about the 52.50 mark, guys, again, you're looking for a 20 tick first target and risk control point, guys, then probably a 50 tick second target, and then we're going to try and make as much as we possibly can. All right, so the advanced traders, if you have gone Lee, well done, sorry. If you have the advanced traders, guys, if you waited for the tag of this 88.6 and then you've gone short, absolutely brilliant. Okay, for those waiting for a higher high, we haven't got that yet. Okay, we haven't got that yet. Note that both indexes, guys, both indexes are failing at the same Fibonacci, which means the NASDAQ traders can pretty well navigate today very, very carefully if they choose. All right, now, for the FDAX traders, guys, again, we're waiting for the buyers to re-show. If you've taken any of these three red diamonds short, guys, any of them short, they've gone to target. There's no question about that. Guys, we're not going to take a new trade across the markets, guys, in the last 90 seconds of the candle. So no new entries, guys, from 11 seconds from now. For the FDAX, again, we are looking for in the new candle, guys. So in the new candle, we're looking for a buy back up to fail at the Fibonacci, and then we're going to hit the selling deltas again. Remy, short off the 88% for 50 times 5. That's a beautiful trade, mate. Well done. Well done, well done, well done, well done. Now, let's just, guys, we're just going to be as careful as we can today. So for those that are watching, if you're not used to what we do, guys, we've got typically very, very tight risk control points. So tight risk control points, tight first target, long range second target. And again, that's how we deal with volatility. These red diamond deltas here, guys, those red diamond deltas on the S&P 500, provided we get a nice strong candle here, those deltas are going to be really good, provided we get a strong selling candle, and we're going to be looking, guys, in around 40 seconds for that. What have we got here? Okay, we nailed that sell zone, guys. Again, for anybody that again follows the slightly larger charts, we're expecting these guys to push up and tag that sell zone if they didn't sell first. They've pushed up, tagged the sell zone perfectly, guys, and then fallen away. All right. So I think we did pretty good at identifying that, guys, straight off the bat. Okay, now ratio-based trades. What we've got, guys, is we've got, again, FDAX, you're waiting for the buyers to push back up to Fibonacci. You've got all your levels there. We need them to push up before we want to go short again. For the NASDAQ, what would be amazing, guys, if the buyers push up on the NASDAQ, guys, which they're doing now, and they get caught under the 76s, that red delta right there. So this is for those people that haven't taken a trade yet, guys. The delta's at 39.25. It's already gone through its first target. Because what we're doing is we're trailing off these 78.6 Fibonacci's just here. Okay, we're trailing off those. So what does it mean, guys? If the buyers push up to the 78.6, you've got a red diamond delta short, guys, at 39.50. It's already gone at least 35 to 40 ticks to the downside. So don't put your entry on now if you're not in the trade already. We would need to wait for the buyers to push up, go higher than they did last time, and then we're going to seek to try and pick up the trade again. All right. So don't put your order on now. We're waiting for the buyers to push up, fail very badly. My preference, guys, is for a higher high. Now we have a higher high. Wow, they're fast. All right, guys, your backup trade is that delta on the NASDAQ at 145. Just be very careful, guys. They're getting really angry with each other. Or what you can do, guys, there's obviously a sell order on at 145. I've got no issue with the 145. If you are going to sell 145, you've got around 50 to 60 ticks at risk already. Okay, it's just gone beyond our risk profile, right? So we're not going to be taking that trade at this stage. All right, let these guys run. For the FDAX traders, you are going to pick up a swing trigger long. Right? It's highly likely you're going to pick up a swing trigger long. NASDAQ has just gone Banshee to the high side. Okay, so let me just fix these Fibonacci's for us. This one. Okay, that. Okay, these guys have now moved. Guys have now extended their Fibonacci's out. Perfect. That red diamond delta, guys, on NASDAQ is a short off the 50 fib of the day. Okay, the S&P 500 is doing the same. So for the S&P 500 traders, if you are allowed to go short, guys, at 481.50, NASDAQ, you've got a delta short. You've got backup deltas down here as well. Guys, this is only for those people that wait for the buyers to push up to a pivot, which is the 50 fib of the day. They then fail very, very badly, and you pick up the selling as everybody panics. Now, if you want to go short on NASDAQ, guys, and you're being very careful, you're going to wait for this candle to close and then trade. For the experienced traders, guys, you can take any of the deltas, provided you promise me you've got a tight risk control point. All right, now the top, as the top delta has gone through its risk control point of 20 ticks already. Okay, the second delta down has just gone through its risk control point, guys, and first target of 20. This delta here, guys, has got a risk control point down here at 155. All right, so the best delta is the highest one on the candle. All right, the red selling diamonds. Now, we've already gone through, guys, the target on the first. We've gone through the target on the second. We haven't gone through the target on the third yet. These buyers are about to get annihilated on the NASDAQ. Guys, give it 18 to 20 seconds, and these buyers are going to get slapped hard. Oh, that hurt. Okay, hit them one more time, please. Boom, there it comes. Right. So if you are short, guys, on the bottom, if you're short on the bottom NASDAQ, your risk control point is that 76 Fibonacci. All right, you're now way beyond your risk control point. Anybody, guys, anybody who waited for the buyers to push up here on the NASDAQ, fail at the 50%. If you picked up either of these three deltas coming back the other way, every one of them has gone to target. Guys, this is why I'm running a Delta Masterclass next Thursday night. Guys, this is why. Look at this. Is anyone short, guys, on the NASDAQ or the S&P 500? That S&P 500 trade, that S&P trade, for those people that love climactic reversals, is incredible. Dan, 40 on NQ. Well done. Short off the 90. Wow. Okay. This is good, guys. This is good. This is how we deal with volatility. Nice. This is how we deal with volatility. Now, for the FDAXs, as for the FDAXs, we wanted them to buyers to push back up and fail at Fibonacci. They haven't done that, and that's okay. Guys, that's okay. So we're about to, guys, we're about to get to OSR strategy time for the FDAX traders. Okay, so we'll just let these guys cruise down, guys. Let these guys cruise down. Nazi traders, if you are on any of those three deltas short, you've absolutely, oh wow, Terry, 95 times 2 contracts. Okay. Guys, you wonder why we're going to have a Delta Masterclass. You wonder why that's going to happen. S&P 500 traders, if you guys are short, then you are clearly massively in the money, right? There's no doubt about that. FDAX traders, the shorts have got too much risk, guys. So we're going to wait for a long. Right, so the shorts have got too much risk. We're going to wait for longs. Now, again, you're going to have to wait for my call on this one. Mind you, if you know what you're doing, you don't have to wait, of course. Okay, for the FDAX traders, I'd love to get a pre-bottom reversal. I'd love to get a pre-bottom reversal. What I'd also love is I'd love these sellers to sell down, guys, get near the pre-bottom, okay, which I believe is what they're doing. Okay, now we did say these guys were going to sell down, guys. Now, mind you, they're selling down in order to, they're hunting that pop point right there. That's what they're up to. Louis, 51. That's a huge result. Wait, 51 times 2 contracts on S&P 500. Who says tariffs are bad? Honestly, who says the tariff's bad? Now, FDAX, we're going to be very, very careful of your risk. Guys, if we get a buying delta or a black diamond delta, guys, over the top of this 88.6, if we get a black diamond delta over the top of that, guys, it is a valid trade. There is no doubt about that. There's your entry right there, guys, at 302. Now, guys, if you're going to go long at 302, guys, your first target is 312, and you've already gone through your first target. Now, again, guys, just make sure if you're on the FDAX, you're getting filled at where you want to get filled. So, guys, if you're long at 302, guys, your first target is 312. You're through that target. Your second target is 322. And you've also tickled that target as well. All right. I think there's more buyers coming. All right. So if you are long on the FDAX, we're waiting for these guys to lose, the sellers to lose control of the market, guys, and then go long. Guys, if you're not long at 302 already, then just wait for the sellers to come back down again. I want them to go down the majority of this candle, and then you can go long again at 302. Guys, first target is 312, please. First target is 312. I'm going to put that on the screen for you. So again, everyone in the world can see, okay, that's our first target and risk control point. If you picked up the delta first time, well done. These sellers are about to get smashed on the FDAX. Guys, give them 12 seconds. These sellers are going to be in the hurt locker. Come on, make me look. Boom, here we go. Come on, off you go. So the sellers are in the, here we go, right on the knocker, guys, right on the knocker of 12 seconds. If you are long at 302, your first target is 312, your second target is 322, guys, then you've cut your risk off on all of these trades. Guys, so no one's got any risk. Have I got anyone that is, well done, mate. Have I got anyone? So no new signals on FDAX, guys. 7 seconds from now, please. No new signals. Is anyone still short on the NASDAQ? Is anyone still short on the S&P 500? Now, guys, while I was on the FDAX, obviously for those people that trade pure price movement, guys, you've got a -4 rated static bar reversal short, right? So -4 rated static bar reversal short. Guys, please note on S&P, you've got a -4 rated SBR short. Now, what does it mean? Guys, today we're looking for matching market signals to know we're on the right side of the market. So you've got dual SBRs short, guys, on both American markets at the same time. If you have gone short on that static bar reversal there on S&P, guys, or Greg, you might have scaled in. Guys, Greg might have scaled in, guys, on that static bar reversal. So you've gone short here, guys. You've controlled your risk. You've gone short again, guys, and you're off and racing. Okay, so if you have scaled in for the really, really advanced traders, guys, you're currently short on the S&P 500 on double contract loading, please. How do you know the -4 short and not a long? Mark, good point, mate. So the -4 above the candle says the buyers have lost control of the market. Okay, so the -4 just here. Okay, buyers have lost control of the market by a factor of 4. So it means they're 4 times, the buyers are 4 times less effective on that candle than they were on the previous candle. And Mark, the beauty of that is the only way the buyers have lost control of the market is because the sellers are about to pound them. And that's exactly what just occurred. So Mark, great question, mate. Great question. So at this stage, guys, we've got no new signals short. We've got no new signals short on the NASDAQ. Basically, we're just going to maximize the profit on what we're currently doing. For the FDAX traders, you guys are looking for longs. So what does it mean, guys? Fibonacci over the green candle, which is the turning bar. It's a Fibonacci over the turning candle. Okay, we're going to wait for the retrace and we're going to pick up that black diamond delta long, guys, at 342. If you are going to go long, guys, at 342, all right, your first target is 352. You just nailed your first target. So guys, if you're long at 342, your first target is 352, second target is 362, your third target is 372, and you have no risk on that trade at all, please. So guys, no risk on the long on FDAX. If you manage to trade the delta, guys, if you didn't, that is a static bar reversal long anyway. You may have taken the black diamond delta long, and if you have, guys, that's an incredible ratio-based trade. Yeah, exactly right, mate. So the FESX closed above the open, giving the green light for all the FDAX traders to go long. Guys, if you waited for the retrace, waited for the rejection, picked up that delta or that delta, you've absolutely annihilated your targets. Steve, 2 times 11, 1 times 21, 1 times 31. Well done, mate. Absolutely brilliant. Beautiful trade. Okay, beautiful trade. Do I have any FDAX traders, guys, that were able to pick up the delta or the delta? Right, so you guys have got 2 trades. You would have had to be fast. Right, there's this one here, gave a really low risk, high potential return, and then you've got that one there. All right, so if you have taken those trades, massive Tim, well done, mate. Massive well done, guys. It's a beautiful target. Louis, 103, 80, and 72 long on the NQ. Mate, I can't say anything else other than well done. Terry, your weekly KPI is hit 458 ticks. I find live trading rooms really exciting. As I think this is hilarious, guys, because again, for those that are watching, these charts are live, guys. This is not live market replay. We didn't do this last week kind of stuff. We basically just trade exactly what the market tells us to trade. These results are incredible. MJ, already 83 ticks. Well done, mate. Well done. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so for the FDAX traders, we're cruising down, guys. We're cruising down to the last 90 seconds. What I'm now looking for the FDAX traders, let me just do some analysis here, guys. We're doing OSR analysis. Guys, for those that want to know what I'm doing. Okay, OSR. All right. What I'm looking for, guys, what I'm looking for the FDAX traders, okay, you're into your last 90 seconds. At this stage, guys, if we sell down to the pre-market box, we're going to have to be very, very careful about going long. Guys, just depending on what this candle does. Now, they've got about 1 minute and 17 seconds to tell us, okay, which is exciting. Now, for everyone else in the world, guys, we are looking for longs on the NASDAQ once this candle closes. All right, so we're looking for longs on the NASDAQ once this candle closes. The experienced traders, you can clearly see we're failing at the 76.8, which is what the NASDAQ loves to fail at. So you may have preempted my comment there. You may have preempted my comment. FDAX. Okay. We are not trading in the last 90 seconds of the candle. Guys, we're not trading in the last 90 seconds. If this candle closes like this, guys, in 32 seconds from now, we're actually going short, not long, right? Short, not long. Okay, the close of this candle is going to be really important. Okay, so that black line, guys, if we close under that line, we're not going long. If we close over the line, we're going long. Okay, so, oh, wow. Okay, here we go. For the FTX traders, if you see any selling, guys, we're going to target that delta at 316 inside the new candle. Everybody knows what their targets are. For the NASDAQ, guys, for the NASDAQ, trying to watch everything at the same time here, guys. For the NASDAQ, if I get any selling down towards those 76 fibs, guys, we're going to target this black diamond delta here. Okay, just watching. You guys are really close to the middle of your MDI. Okay, what it means is this, guys. If you waited for the sellers to sell down, guys, I'm watching the sellers on, just watching the sellers on FDAX, guys. This is fine. The sellers are bopping down. Right, let me switch to FDAX for a moment, guys. If the sellers sell down and touch the pre-bottom, guys, we're looking for a pre-bottom reversal. Okay, we don't want to join the selling. We want to buy. All right, so if these guys sell down, guys, again, because we're really volatile on FDAX, guys, you could buy as high as 270, but they need to go well below 270 first. All right, well below 270. All right, I'm looking for a pre-top, guys, a pre-top reversal just here. Now, if they can't get down there, guys, if they can't get down there, that delta there at 302 will be valid. So there's a whole different scenario, guys, going on there if these sellers can't go down. I think they are going to go down. NASDAQ, guys, we wanted to pick up a double failure reversal off the 76.8 Fibonacci. We've now got a lower low on the NASDAQ. We've now got a lower low. FDAX, if you are a pre-bottom reversal trader, okay, let these guys go well below, which is what they're doing at the moment. Greg, well done, mate. Beautiful trade. For the FDAX at this stage, guys, we've got 2 minute 56. You guys are still okay. Now we've sold down underneath. You guys are still okay to go long. You're going to start to bring your long down to around about the 265 mark. So around about 265. Now, again, that's if you can hold 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. If you can hold around 35 points worth of risk. As if you can't hold 35 points, we're going to wait for this candle to close and then look for the next trade. Okay. These guys have gone, guys, these guys are going to bigger Fibonacci. So we were looking for either a lower low, guys, or a double bottom in order to go long. We know about the middle of the MDI is a concern to these guys. FDAX, your risk is too much now. Guys, FDAX, I would suggest your risk is a little bit too much. If we don't get pushed back inside the box, guys, we're actually going to pick up a very, very big sell signal. Guys, now this is the kind of sell down that we were expecting. Okay. Do I have anyone short, guys? Is anyone still short on the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ? Because if you are, that's an incredible trade. It's such a massive trade. Now, I would suggest at this stage, guys, we're in a 15-minute short. The only Fibonacci that's going to save the NASDAQ and S&P will be a Fibonacci that agrees with each other. All right, so that's the Fibonacci they're currently trading within at this point in time. What's that, Ahmed? 30-minute? Okay, thank you, mate. Yeah, guys, look at this. 15-minute shorts everywhere. Okay, so what it means is what it does mean. It would be very smart, actually, to have that 15-minute chart on display. Okay. I need the American markets to agree with each other, guys. I need them to agree with each other before we look for a trade. FDAX, guys, again, we can't go long over the top of the pre-bottom. The risk is too much. The FDAX is setting up a massive short. Okay. Let me just have a quick look here. Guys, we're setting up huge shorts. Okay, this is why they're triggering their 60-minute shorts just here. So if you are an FDAX trader, guys, if you are an FDAX trader, what have we got? 26 seconds. Yeah, okay, they're going for that price point there, guys, 146. So for the FDAX traders, guys, that delta there, okay, in 11 seconds is your entry point. Now, what needs to occur is the buyers need to buy back above that level and retrace the Fibonacci and fail before we look for a short. Okay, so let the buyers push through here. Guys, if you can hold the risk at 220, guys, if you can hold the risk at 220, that did not fill, guys, at 220. Now it's full. Guys, if you can hold the risk at 220, your first target is 10 ticks. It's gone through that. Your second target is 20 ticks. It's gone through that. Guys, we've just touched 30 ticks to the downside. So no risk on FDAX, please. Zero risk on FDAX, please. So you've gone through a 10-tick target or 10-point target, a 20-point target. You're about to go and hit 30s again. Guys, please, if you're short on the FDAX, cut all your risk and let your profit run, guys, on your third, fourth, and fifth targets, if that's how you trade. MJ, that's a huge trade, mate. Well done. Louis, ES back into the 50% larger range on the 60-minute chart. Thank you. Okay, so FDAX traders, that is probably the easiest trade of the day. Your risk is around about 20 points. You've gone from a minimum of 20 points and you've absolutely smashed your target. Guys, you've smashed your target, which is, again, it's a good place. It's a good place to be. Steve was 100% correct. Louis, 100% correct, mate. Thank you for your help. It's a 60-minute chart static bar reversal short on the NASDAQ. Yeah. Okay, 60-minute shorts, guys, everywhere. So if you are short, I don't know if we've got anyone still short. If you are short on any of the short trades, guys, I'll put you on NASDAQ or S&P. You can try and hold that short until the turn of the hour. So you're going to try and hold that for about another 25 minutes if you can. FDAX traders, if you are short, holy moly. For those that were in advanced coaching on Tuesday night, this is the OSR trade that I was talking about. Okay, the OSR trade. Okay, really, really, really exciting stuff. If you're short on the FDAX, guys, at 220, guys, it's already gone 100 points in your favor. 100 points. I'll just put that out there to the world. That is, it's a huge trade. Now, if these guys break their Fibonacci's, guys, if we go much further, now, mind you, guys, while I was on the NASDAQ, sorry, the FDAX, guys, that we've got matching trades on the NASDAQ and the S&P 500, right? So can everybody see this NASDAQ? It's a 4-rated strength candle to the downside. Guys, wait for the retrace, wait for the rejection, hit the delta and go short. Now, the S&P has given you a matching trade, guys. 2 times efficiency, shallow retrace, hit the delta and go short. So has anybody re-entered the NASDAQ short or re-entered the S&P short or scaled in on either market? Dan Gillespie, huge result on FDAX. Mate, you send that to me only, but that's okay. That's a massive trade. Greg is still short on the S&P 500. Greg, this is going to be a very big week. Right, okay. Here is, guys, I didn't mention this at the start of the session. The sell target for the NASDAQ is the 100% extension off the 4-hour chart, which, Greg, mate, the target for the long range short is down here. Now, there is an equivalent on the S&P 500. Guys, now, again, man, if you guys are short, if you are short on the NASDAQ or you're short on the S&P, I just want you to hold short, guys. Just bank more and more and more and more profit, please. Now, if you are short, yep, exactly right, Giz. Guys and girls, if you are short on any of these markets, please, if you're allowed to, scale in, but please cut your risk quickly and let your profits run. All right. This could be one of the biggest trading days we have ever done with TTP. All right. Could have been one of the biggest profit days ever. All right. So let's just roll with that one. And ironically, guys, we're 35 minutes into the session. If you are short, guys, hold short, please. Hold short. I think this will go down in history as one of the big ones. All right, FTAX traders. No new trades at this stage, guys. We spoke about that delta there. So no new trades for you guys at this stage. Wow, slim pickings, guys. Slim pickings for you guys so far, but you have picked up I know there's another trade there somewhere. You have picked up a massive trade. It was there. Or was that delta there? That's all right. 133. Thank you, Ahmed. Well done. So S&P 500 traders, your sellers have lost control of the market. Okay. NASDAQ, your sellers have lost control. Now, again, I'm going to get a question on this. Guys, this 4-rated candle here says the sellers are in charge of the market. The fact that we don't have a strength rating above the candle means the sellers have lost control of the market in the short term. Guys, what that means is if you are short on the NASDAQ or the S&P 500, it's probably going to go down a little bit further, but now I will be locking in massive chunks of profit, please. Massive chunks of profit. The reason being is that if this is the turning point in the market, as we've just had Ahmed say, as Ahmed suggesting it's on a Fibonacci extension. That's going to be a tough extension to find, that one. Are they playing this game? Is that the game they're playing? That could be the game. Let's just wait and see. All right. So FDAX, no more shorts at this stage, guys. No more shorts. I'm just getting some structure, guys, behind what these guys are doing. 30-minute thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so it's a 30-minute extension. What's 30-minute extension? Okay. Now, if you've got any questions at all, as obviously today's been quite a fast start. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave that alone for a moment. Let me leave that alone. Okay, I'm going to go to dominant candle extensions. But what I am going to do, guys, I'm going to give Greg and the S&P 500 traders a long range target. Okay, mate, your long range target is 5335. Greg, 5335 is your long range target from where you're currently trading. So it's about another 400 ticks to the downside. Now, mate, let me just double check. Yeah. Okay. The best Fibonacci I can do, mate. So your long range target, 5336. Dan, I bet you are. 5336 would be an incredible target. Okay. Now what are we getting, guys? We're getting stalls. So that means that my Fibonacci, I have to use dominant candles, aren't I? All right, let me get rid of that for a moment. FTAX, no new trades, please. Let me get rid of some junk on the screen. Now, I'm just defaulting, guys, to what I know, because normally that's what these guys do. Okay, that's what they're doing, guys, a 161.8. So we're going to wait for this candle to slow down. Guys, I need agreement from the S&P 500. There could be other extensions, guys. There could be other extensions up for grabs here. All right, that looks like what they're up to. 5-minute 100% extension, thank you. Do I have any FTAX traders who are short, who are trying to hold short for a massive trade? Is there any FTAX traders who are short, who are holding short? Even the CFD traders might be holding short. As if you are holding short, I want you guys to try and trade down to that blue 61.8. It is a massive trade. It's a massive trade. Now, we are 40 minutes, guys. We're 40 minutes into the session at this point in time. What I'm looking for is a loss of selling ratio, guys. So again, I've got to wait for the candle to close. We know about the sell target being the 100 extension. That 100 extension for the NASDAQ traders is all the way down here. I mean, that's just silly ridiculous, but mind you, it's silly volatile. So why not? Ahmed, you've got a 15-minute extension, might be better than mine. Yeah, the 15-minute dominant candle extension, that is going to win. That Fibonacci will probably, yeah, no, that is much better, mate. Thank you. So they're playing a 15-minute game, and that's okay. That's okay. That's why we have a group of people. Fibonacci extension, boom, boom, boom. Okay, so that's what they're up to. That's what they're up to, which is perfect. 131 extension. Okay, thank you, mate. So FDAX at this stage, you have got a brand new sell short. All right, so same drill as before. Guys, same drill as before. Guys, Fibonacci goes down the candle. You want to catch them on the way up. Guys, the delta you're targeting is that delta short at 21063. Guys, now you might have to swap. You might have to swap, guys and girls, to the FDXM for this particular trade, as in the micro contract. If you are going to go short, guys, at 063, your first target is 053. Okay, first target is 053. Guys, let me just double check. All right, so you guys know the drill on that one. This one, this one, this one, this one. I'm working as quickly as I can. Okay, that one, perfect. Okay. If you are allowed to go short, guys, if you're allowed to go short at 063, your first target is 053. Okay, now they are getting resistance. Where's the resistance coming from? No, okay, we're safe at this point in time. So the risk, guys, the risk on the FDAX, guys, it's an efficient candle. The risk is probably going to hold some traders out of the trade. Okay, the risk is going to hold out. Just let me just say for you, Remy, exactly right. The valid short, it's a valid short on the FDAX, no question about that at all. It looks like we're running into some kind of resistance. Now, if you have swapped to the FDXM, guys, then again, we might, I think we're okay at this stage. We don't want the buyers going much higher. Is it that one or is it this one? Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. This goes to here, goes to there, goes to there. All right, let me give that a green. Okay, is that what they're doing? That's what they're doing. Okay, so, okay, what is that there? All right, we may be, guys, we may be. So if you've gone short on the FDAX, guys, if you've gone short, again, the risk is, again, incredible today. We may actually end up getting a losing trade here, guys. So it hasn't stopped out yet. All right. So we're not going to lose faith on the trade yet. We're not going to lose faith on the trade. Flip side being is if we get many more buyers, we may actually end up with a negative trade. Let me just double check what these guys are doing. No, they should go further. They should go further to the downside. They should, but that means they don't. It doesn't mean they have to, though. So for those that are short, guys, for those that are short on the American markets, you're obviously doing quite well. For those that are short on the FDAX, again, only if you can hold the risk. Guys, if you can hold the risk, the short is still okay, but we need the sellers to sell in fast here. Yes, we do, TN. We do this every single day, right? Every single day. It's done on European Open. It's done on US close, and it's about to be done on US pre-market and US open as well. Okay, it's about to be done on both. Okay, Greg, and all right, any NASDAQ traders still short? Is anyone still short on NASDAQ? Greg, are you still short on S&P? Because, Matt, there we go. There's the warning. There's the warning. Yes. Okay. All right. For everyone, right across the board, we are now 45 minutes into the session. Greg, I really want this S&P 500 to get under these 76 fibs. Okay, so note, guys and girls, we're looking for dual market confirmation today. Guess what we've got? Dual market confirmation. I need the sellers to sell down on FDAX, please. I think we're still going to get some selling, guys, coming in on FDAX. Okay, now I don't like these buyers at all. I don't like the buyers. For those that are short, I don't like the buyers at all. Okay, let's just see what happens on the turn. Okay. So, but yeah, so long story short, I do, yes, bro, still in the shorts. Okay, well done. Well done. Okay, so for those that are short on NASDAQ or S&P 500, guys, you've got to a very, very key market level here, guys, with these 76s. Now, what it means is I would be making sure I've locked in a very, very significant amount of profit on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, please. Now, the reason being is you've got dual market confirmation at the same Fibonacci's. If we don't push through these, we're going to reverse, guys, right across the board. Okay, we're going to reverse. Now, Andy, I was going to say, guys, for the slightly more experienced traders, you're picking up a 161.8 fib extension reversal, all right? 161.8 fib extension reversal. You may have picked up any of these black diamond deltas going back the other way. S&P 500, you've also failed at the 161.8 extension. Okay, mate, if you've also failed at the 161.8, which means for the long range short traders, you're locking in as much profit as you possibly can because we've got traders that are now trading against you. See this black diamond delta here? FDAX, you've got around 40 seconds to start selling down, sweetheart. Otherwise, you're going to make me look like I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so off you go, please. So for the FDAX traders who are short, your short has not stopped out yet, but we need the sellers to show. As we need the sellers to show. Dex is 23 fib turn off. Okay, mate. Remy is long off the 76s. Right, well done, Remy. So, guys, Remy's picked up the 76 trade. This is so important, guys and girls. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, all right? The way to deal with volatility is dual market agreement. So have a look, guys. What have you got here on S&P and NASDAQ? Dual market agreement. You've got permission to trade the NASDAQ long, even though the volatility is nuts. Even though the volatility is just completely nuts. Okay, so not to be rude, but guys, this is how I would suggest you do it. Now, you don't have to do what you're told. You don't have to do what I'm telling you. But this has been going on since 2009. Okay, so it's not as if this is our first rodeo. For the FDAX traders, we are going to, if we've got any FDAX traders short, guys, from down the bottom here, we do need to start controlling our risk. Okay, so we do need to start controlling our risk because I don't want, after such a stunning session, I don't want a negative trade. I'm not a fan of negative trades. And there's no, guys, and that's an interesting point. There is no need for negative trades. If you let the market do the heavy lifting, you don't have to have losing trades. It's a bit of a forex fantasy for the forex traders out there. You don't have to have losing trades. So what we're going to do with the FDAX, is we're going to give them about another 45 seconds. We're going to give them about another 45 seconds. For the NASI traders, if you are long, guys, if any of the NASDAQ traders are long on any of these black diamond deltas, guys, if you're long on any of these black diamond deltas, bloody FDAX, if you are long on any of these, guys, you've gone way beyond your risk target, way beyond your first target, guys, way beyond your risk control point. Okay, way beyond that. Now, guys, same for the S&P 500 traders. If you're long on that delta, or that delta or that delta. It's the first three deltas going back the other way are my favorite. So 1, 2, 3, guys, you can trade that little cluster there. You can trade that as one signal by itself if you want to. FDAX, there had to be a losing trade. Of course there had to be. All right. So if you have had a loss on the FDAX, guys, if you could carry the risk, we're going to go and get it back. Okay, so that is a losing trade, guys, on FDAX. Again, don't mind admitting that. Losing trade. If you could hold the risk, we've got to go and get it back. Mind you, if you've taken any other trade on the FDAX today, it's been a blisteringly great session. We traded, I'm just having a look, we're missing circles here, guys. We traded that delta long. Okay, I remember that one. Okay, so have I got anybody long on the S&P 500 on any of these deltas, or on the NASDAQ? Have I got anybody long on any of these deltas going back the other way? All right, if you are long, guys, we've turned off the NASDAQ 161.8 Fibonacci extension. Now, guys and girls, that is a valid long as well. Okay, it's a valid long. Andy Tweedale, well done, mate. That's brilliant. So what we've got on NASDAQ is we've got longs now. So everyone that's long range short, guys, again, you're probably out of your trade. I'm just checking for a counter Fibonacci for you guys. Just let me check for a counter Fibonacci. Okay. If you want to go long on NASDAQ, guys, if you want to go long on NASDAQ, the risk must be this retracement. Okay, the risk must be a retracement because the risk behind the candle's too large. All right, so let me just show you. Okay, it's got to be a structured retrace. Oh, Greg. do you You don't have to tell the guys. I just got a private message from Greg. Massive trade on the S&P 500. Mate, Craig, not being rude, but some people try and earn that in a year. I'm very excited for you. I'm very excited for you. Greg, that's exciting, mate. That's exciting. That's exciting. So guys, when I get sent private messages, I don't tell you the amount of money because it's a private message. If Greg wants to share a little bit about his trade, he can. But suffice to say, he's been short on the S&P 500 for the whole session, and it's paid really, really well. Paid really, really well. Okay, so well done, Greg. Now, for everybody else, guys, we're in the last 15 minutes of the hour. We're coming into the danger zone where people go, oh my gosh, I've missed out. Grumble, 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 and they go and do something. So please don't be that person. What we're going to do, guys, at this stage, probably wait for the turn of the hour trade. Right? Wait for the turn of the hour, which is only 7 minutes away, 8 minutes away. What I'm looking for, guys, we've got this incredible, that's a 4-point turning bar long on the NASDAQ. Now, again, guys, you see they're retracing down to the 50 fib of the turning candle. So that means anything buying, guys, anything buying is valid, provided you can hold the risk, right? So see these black diamond deltas that are coming in just here? It's a valid buy signal if you use a 20 tick first target and then let the profit run, guys, and cut your risk off. Now, we are in the last 15 minutes, as that's when these guys get a little bit crazy. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, Greg, forget buying cars, mate. Buy a house. Mate, if you buy a house, Greg, can you call it my favorite S&P 500? Can you call it that? Because I reckon, mate, S&P 500 and oil for you are probably going to pay for your house. Now, S&P 500 traders, you've also got a 4-point turning bar long. Oh, so again, if you are an S&P 500 trader and you don't mind holding a trade for up to 15 minutes as a minimum, you guys are picking up longs now, not shorts. Now, I've got to look at your counter Fibonacci. Oh, so S&P 500 traders, if you're happy to hold a long for up to 15 minutes, which includes going over the turn of the hour, guys, I'm more than happy for the experienced S&P 500 traders to go long. Be advised, guys, the junior traders are probably going to join you long in around about 6 minutes and 16 seconds. Okay, so we're not far behind you. As that's a 4-point turning bar, probably one of the most powerful signals you can get on the S&P. The problem for most people will be the risk. That's why we're looking for the turn of the hour trade. We're looking for the turn of the hour. Now, guys, great question before. Guys, yes, from TN, we do this every single day. So, guys, if you want to join the live trading room, just go to samurai-daytrading.com, guys, and become become a member of the family. That's literally what you become as a member of the family. And then you can choose whatever you want to do and go from there. Greg, well done, mate. I've just got your message in the background. That is hilarious, Greg. That is hilarious. I'm very excited for you, mate. Very excited for you. Okay, so guys, we're in the last 5 minutes of the hour. This is you're about to get a warning on your chart. This is the Widowmaker candle. Okay, so be very, very, very careful here. Well, TN, guys, if anybody wants to measure what we do, please come to the Delta Masterclass next Thursday night. Guys, it's free. It's not going to cost you anything. There's no obligation, but I'm going to talk about why we do what we do. Okay, why we do what we do. Now, if you missed the link, guys, I'll see if I've still got it in my thing. I do. That's the Zoom link, guys. Yeah, if you want to register for that one, and I'll take you through why we do what we do on the Delta. Some of you don't know the history of the Delta, but the Delta was actually designed, guys, just so you're aware, the Delta was designed to help deaf people trade. Now, again, where did this come from? I used to run a disabled trading scholarship in Australia, teaching literally disabled kids how to trade. It's one of my passions. Not pulling your prawn. That's what I used to do, guys. Now, so what I do, I used to teach disabled kids how to trade, those people that were stuck in wheelchairs. And one guy came to me and said, Lockie, love the live trading room, but I can't hear properly. Can you possibly put the signals on the charts? That's where it started. It started literally from, and I'm not being rude. I don't think disabled is the politically correct word anymore, but I used to run a disabled trading scholarship, guys. Not allowed to do it anymore, which is a real shame. But that's what I used to do, and that's where the signal came from. And so that's where it came from. So there we go. That's the history of it. Now at this stage, turn of the hour trade. Turn of the hour trade. MJ, were you the one that told me about these Fibonacci's here? Was it MJ? Was it MJ that told me that, guys? I think it was MJ that told me that. Yeah, see, we're in a 4-hour short on the FTX. We're in a 4-hour short on the FESX. Yeah. All right, so the turn of the hour, guys. Turn of the hour trade, one of the most famous trades right across the board. Right, turn of the hour US Open, turn of the hour US close. It's all the same thing. FDAX, at this stage, the FDAX is going to have to sell down and fail at a pivot, guys, because the FDAX, guys, if you could hold the risk, I've actually taken a losing trade on the FDAX, which very, very rare. But again, we're taking a losing trade. That's okay. I don't know what they ran into down here. I can't find it. Doesn't matter where I go. I can't find out what they ran into. So we're just waiting for the turn of the hour, guys. Just waiting for the turn of the hour to come through. Let's go back to naked charts. Let's have a look. 989. Okay. That's right, mate. We just go, as we do, we just go and get it back. We just go and get it back. Okay. Now, guys, going and getting it back is not revenge trading, just being super clear with everybody. Going and getting it back is if I've had a losing trade, I basically just go and get it back. What does that mean? We basically wait for the turn of the hour. We wait for the sellers to burn out after a day like today. And then we literally go and get it back. Are they doing this, are they? All right. Now I've got you sussed. Yeah, righto. Yeah, righto. Well, guys, that's an interesting point, guys. So MJ, instead of taking this delta down here, waited for the buyers to retrace and took the higher deltas, and as a result, gone through the profit target, which is really, really smart. Now, for the Nasdaq, guys, we're looking for dual chart agreement right across the board. This is the Widowmaker candle. Right? So you see there's a little warning across just over the top here saying, please be very, very careful of this candle. Guys, you can make this more obvious if you want to. Guys, you can bold that out and make it more obvious. You know what we'd be, if we got Tim today, it would be really exciting if it actually said, Widowmaker candle, remind everybody, do not take a trade. This is where everybody gets caught on the wrong side of the market. Okay, FTX, again, at this point in time, guys, we're looking for a 2024 high reversal or a previous pivot, or we want the sellers to sell down, fail very badly at that blue 61.8, and then we're going to pick up a black diamond delta going back the other way, with about a 60 to 80 point first target. So a very, very large first target. For the NASDAQ, guys, I'm looking for dual chart agreement here. I want, which we've got. Don't you run off without us, please. Guys, I want the sellers to give us a lower low on the NASDAQ. I need the sellers to sell down first, please. Come on, don't do this to us. That would be very, very unfriendly. So for the S&P, guys, I want the sellers to sell down through these 76 Fibonacci's, and then we're going long. NASDAQ, do not go without us, please. Come on, do not do this. You make me look horribly bad. Come on, come back down, please. You see the power, guys, the power of these evil twin Fibonacci's. Look at this. Incredible. Okay, here we go. FDAXs. You've now got your lower low, right? So the FDAX has now got a lower low. Okay, just let them go. Just let them go. Let them go. They're not blowing their volume up yet. I think, guys, the better trade for the FTX traders will be when the FESX comes down here to the previous pivot. Okay, that is probably going to be a really good trade. Now for the Nasdaq, guys, I still haven't got a lower low yet. Good, mate. Yeah. If that leading candle, and if that leading candle's an efficient candle, it's a 15 times candle, 15 rated candle. If you can pick up a delta short, mate, that's brilliant. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to pick up the turn of the hour for everybody, but you've done very well. Okay, I've got a trade alert, guys, on my phone that's just triggered saying, please get ready to go long on the NASDAQ. Okay. So that's another thing that's about to be released for you is phone-based alerts that come out and say, hey, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing this. So guys, eventually you won't even have to be in the trading room. You get an alert on your phone that says, please go long, please go short. I think that's actually going to be kind of good fun. I think it's going to be really good fun. So lots, guys, lots coming into the Samurai family. Let me tell you. Now, at this stage, guys, I want a lower low on the NASDAQ. Now, guys, I might not get a lower low. FDAX, we're just letting these guys cruise down at this point in time. 21,000. I did not think. Actually, there's a great point here, guys. Great point. Let me just show you quickly. So remember we were talking about Fibonacci on the turning candle. Let me get, we know about that one. So we were talking about Fibonacci on the turning candle. As all these guys are doing is retracing back down to fill the buy orders over the top here at 20660. So for the FDAX traders, if you picked up the original short or the short during the session, as they could come down here. If they come down here and fail, we're going to pick up massive longs, like life-changing trades. It's life-changing trades. Now, so Remy's gone long, guys, off the 76s. That's obviously gone very, very well. As we may end up with a static bar. Here they go. Here they go. Now they're coming back down. All right. So again, I need a lower low. I've got a lower low on the S&P 500. All right. So the S&P 500 traders, you may look for a long, guys, at 5400. That's an S&P. It's only for the S&P 500 traders. It's a 5400. If you want to be very careful, guys, you can go at 5401, and you're going to use they're both valid, guys. You're going to use an 8-tick first target and risk control point. All right, 8-tick First target and risk control. FDAX, we're waiting for, I'm going to draw that on the screen for the S&P 500 traders. Right? So if you are going to go, guys, on the lower entry, right, the lower entry of 5400, guys, your first target, well done. You threw your first target, your risk control point. Guys, cut the risk off on the trade, please. You can't lose any money on any contracts. If it runs, it runs. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter. S&P, that could end up being an absolutely divine trade. Okay, now for the FDAX, don't do this to me. Guys, we wanted to go long off the previous pivot if both the European markets fail at the previous pivot. So give it 36 seconds until we confirm the failure. Oh man, that delta on FDAX in 29 seconds is amazing. It's amazing. S&P traders, guys, if you're long at 5,400, your first target is 5,402, second target 04, third target 06. Guys, no risk on the long range run, please. No risk on the long range S&P 500, please. All right, you guys are going to try and hold that trade for up to 15 minutes if you're long on the S&P 500. See how much money we can make out of it. FDAX, don't, sweetheart. I want the FDAX to come back down, guys. I want the FDAX to come back down, tag the 2024 high, and then we can grab the deltas going long. Then we can grab the deltas going long. NASDAQ, that is a valid static bar reversal long. I've just got to check your counter Fibonacci, please. So Fibonacci goes down like that. As you can take the NASDAQ as a static bar reversal, but you must control your risk at 40 ticks. All right, you're straight through your 40 tick target if you are a static bar reversal trader on NASDAQ. Nice, straight through your target. FDAX, come back down, sweetheart. Come on, darling. We've had a long relationship, and what are you doing to me? So NASDAQ traders jumped on the NQSBR. Dan Gillespie, well done. If you are long, guys, if you're long. So again, great question before, guys. That -3 under the candle there says the sellers have lost control of the market by a factor of 3 times. What does it mean? We're going to use the buyers. Right, so if you wanted an SBR, guys, so ratio-based SBR, you may have gone long on the delta or the static bar reversal itself. Either way, it's gone way over 40 ticks, which means, guys, cut your risk off on your long-range targets. S&P, you've already cut your risk off and you're letting it run as far as you possibly can. FDAX is being a pain in the bum. All right, FDAX, we're about to pick up a static bar reversal, so that's okay. Andy, you got skipped on that one. Keith, you got 2151 NQ Delta long. Well done. So Kay got jumped. Andy got jumped. Keith nailed it, mate. Well done. Greg, Louis, big S&P 500 traders. Have I got anyone long on the S&P 500 who's holding long? The reason you may be doing that, Greg, is you've got a climactic 60-minute candle short on both American markets simultaneously. All right, so what I mean by that, for those that are new to what we do, see this orange candle here? It says that the 60-minute chart traders are completely run out of ammunition, find any excuse to go long, right? So what did we get? We got a 90% weekly Fibonacci failure, 76 fibs. We picked up buying deltas. We've got a -6 rated SBR long on S&P. Either way, as the game has now changed to buy the market and sit on it as long as you possibly can. The game has changed, guys. The game has changed. Now, they will move forward to the 50 fib of the micro trend, okay, which looks like this. Okay, if they get stuck there, okay, so just watch this very closely. NASDAQ, if you've gone long, guys, you've gone 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, more than 100 ticks to the high side. So, guys, please don't enter the buy signal if they come back to the buy entry. The trader's already gone way beyond its target. No, it's already done that. Greg, you'll shout for lattes. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. Well, I have to, again, we'll just keep that in the bag until after that's occurred. But, again, if anyone's gone long on NASDAQ, you have belted your targets. S&P, again, you've gone really, really, really well. Note the failure here is at the 50 fib. That will also be a Fibonacci extension failure. So again, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, look, there's the risk control point just there. So if you are long on S&P, guys, it's gone through at least the first, the second, and maybe your third target. It hasn't gone to the long range targets, but you can't lose any money anywhere. Right? Really, really, really important. So I would love to know how everybody's gone on that, because we might get another crack at it. FDAX, if we get a 4-point turning bar long, which we are highly likely to get, Louis, 20, 32, 40, and 44 on S&P 500. Mate, that's a massive trade. That's a massive trade. Greg's long on the S&P, just trying to buy a pool for the house, which I do think is hilarious. Mate, I don't think your block's going to be big enough, mate, for the pool that you want the way you're going on the S&P 500. I don't think, yeah, I don't think, yeah, it's bloody, all right. So FDAX traders looking for a 4-point turning bar to the high side. We're going to have to be, oh, wow. FESX 4-point turning bar long as well. Double checking. Okay. So I'm going to just focus on the FDAX guys for a little bit if I can. So for the FDAX traders, okay, you are getting a 4-point turning bar long. Guys, that delta is valid at 0.77, provided you get a structured retrace and a structured rejection. I want the rejection very early in the candle, right? Very early in the candle. Come on. Play the game, please. You know, what are you guys up to? Sneaking around. Let's just have a look here. That's okay. It's not a problem. All right, so we're not going long. I'm just getting Fibonacci targets ready, guys, for everybody. So 50 fib retrace, guys, on the 4-point turning bar. No issue with that at all. It's the FESX that's stalling the FDAX. All right, I reckon they're straight back into the 50 fib of the micro trend. No, it's 61.8. All right, that's okay. That's all right. So at this stage, FDAX traders, you know exactly what you're going to do. Guys, you're going to go long at 0.77. First target will be 0.87. I do need the buyers to engage early in this candle, please. Don't muck around. Okay, so I need the buyers to engage. Guys, now the sellers are not impressing anyone at this stage. All right, sellers are not impressing anyone. Note that the buy level, guys, on FDAX is above the current red candle on that black delta. Okay, it's here. That was my target. Sorry. Let me just move this around. That's my entry. That's my entry. Nothing below that, please. If I've got an aggressive FDAX trader out there, you're probably on the FDXM at this point in time. If we come down, guys, to that 2024 low, then I'd be targeting that delta there. Okay, so I'd be looking for a delta long at 0.39. Remy, what I made way over target. Okay, good. All right, so I'm very, very glad for the S&P, guys. Again, we hit the 100% extension, so that means that's the risk control point for all long-range trades. So you've gone through, guys, your first target, your second target, your third target, and again, the long-range one didn't get taken out. But that's okay. Everybody's made money. As now we are getting ready to re-enter long again, please. So re-enter long again. Just again, I'm doing some homework for you on this one. Okay, FDAX, if these sellers burn out, please, the long is at, might as well make it 0.40. Okay, nice little round number. Now, again, that's if you can hold the risk, guys, if you can hold the risk, which is about 40 points, which means you'd have to go for at least 40 points. Have to go for at least 40. I'm just watching. Okay. What have we got here? What have we got here? So Nazi, guys, so last 90 seconds, I don't want to put a new trade on. I just don't want to put a new trade on. Gregors, did you get out of that? Did you get out of your S&P long in profit? I trust you probably did. If so, mate, you've just added some loose change to an otherwise very big day. Yeah, okay, mate. Well done. Okay, well done. Okay, what are we at, guys? 15 minutes into the second hour. You can hear my voice is running out of steam, can't you? I think we get one more trade. Nice, one more trade. Again, guys, I can go and count the number of trades we've got today, but I would suggest it was probably a fair collection, which is good. We have had a loss, guys, on the FDAX. Okay, we did have a loss on the FDAX. Again, I don't mind that at all. Again, I'm just putting circles on, guys, because I've got to save my screenshots about what we spoke about in the actual LTR session itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That was the trade of the day, guys, on the FDAX. It's an OSR trade. That one right there. That was the best trade of the day for the FDAX traders. There's no question about that. We got identical, guys. We got identical trades on all markets simultaneously. So this one here, that one there is the OSR trade. Again, it was actually derived from the Europeans. And this was the equivalent here on the S&P as well. So Greg, a lot of the money you made today was actually an OSR trade. Interesting point. I just did an advanced coaching session on OSR. I just did a coaching session on OSR. So again, I'm excited to sort of, guys, bring you up to speed. It's just a really good way of reading the market. Guys, very institutional way of reading the market. And again, I do believe there is massive weight behind it. Now, guys, for the FDAX traders, again, we were talking about picking up a delta long, and it was this one here, guys, at 040. Now, I haven't got a lower low yet. I haven't got a lower low, so we're going to start to be very, very, very careful. As if we did get a seller push down, again, a lower low through here, it would be incredible to pick up that delta there. Is that a 002? Okay. I'd actually prefer a little bit higher, maybe 0010, 010. MJ, well done, mate. You took a V2 long. Perfect. Now, I said note the enthusiasm on the NASDAQ is starting to slow right down. So if you are in profit, guys, so Remy's over profit, I believe Greg's over, Louis over. Guys, if you're way over your daily profit goal, okay, we've only got around about 13 minutes to go in the session. This is not the time to just jump on another trade because we finish in 13 minutes. And we're going to probably get a really lovely reversal, guys, in probably 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So around 2 minutes and 40 seconds, we'll get another reversal. And that'll probably be the last cab off the rank today, guys. It'll probably be the last cab off the rank. FDAX, guys, you've got a lower low. So FDAX has got a lower low. If you can trade the delta, guys, if you can trade the delta at 010, guys, along at 010, your risk control point is 020. Now, we've just got to watch what these guys do, because that is the 2024 high. I'll tell you what Fibonacci they're using. Okay, they're using this Fibonacci here. Yeah, adds even more weight to that signal. Okay, now everyone's starting to get cranky now, so please be super careful, guys. We're going back to dual market agreement. So the S&P's got to agree with the NASDAQ and vice versa. Guys, if you do want to rewatch this, if you're like, oh, there's a couple of lessons here that I want to learn, guys, this will be hosted, guys, on the TTP YouTube channel. So you can go and watch it and pause it and do this and do that and similar things. Guys, if you want to come along to the masterclass, which is after next week, Thursday session, guys, so Thursday the 17th, we're going to be doing a Delta masterclass. That delta long on FDAX, guys, is just engaged at 0.10. Right, so if you are long at 0.10, your first target and risk control point is 0.20. Okay, now we are in the last 90 seconds of the candle, and we're also in the last 15 minutes of the session. So I'd suggest you'll see another whack of buyers coming in probably in the next 25 seconds. Guys, you'll see, again, they'll start to give you an idea of what they're going to do with the candle. So give it around about maybe around about 14 or 15 seconds. We'll see what the FDAXs are planning on doing. Okay, so let them do. They're going to decide what they're doing. Come on, sweetheart, off you go, please. Nazi, we're looking like we're setting up another reversal as predicted. I'm just keeping a very close eye on the FDAX. Come on, Dixie, off you go, please. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Okay, so I know, guys, so I've got people long at 0.10. Their first target and risk control point, 0.20. Come on, boop, boop, boop. Are you kidding? You touched 19. Are you serious? Go up. Boom. Okay, so we've gapped over our target, guys, of 0.20. So if you are long at 0.10, you actually gapped over your target of 0.20. Now, if the sellers do sell back down again, guys, we're going to be looking for the same trade again. I do have to keep my eye on the other markets, though. So for the Nasdaqers, if we get a sell down below the 76.8 Fibonacci, guys, I'm looking for a long. Now, I need both US markets to agree with each other, as I would really love. Okay, they need to sell well below, guys, well below, like down here. And guys, if you're over your daily goal, do not take another trade, please. Okay, now sell down a little bit further, or guys, or the backup trade is that black diamond delta just there. I really wanted these guys to sell down a little bit further. For the slightly more senior traders, you might have seen the lower low, guys. You could have gone long over the top of the 76.8. Okay, that's quite an advanced way of entering the market. If you've done that, guys, absolutely brilliant. Guys, why? Because it's already gone 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It's already gone 60 ticks to the high side. It's already done that. FDAX, you've just sold back below your entry point again, guys, at 0.20. Sorry, 0.10. Guys, again, I took my eye off that for a moment. Okay, so let's just see what's going on. If I do get a decent sell down here on NASDAQ, guys, then even the junior traders can look for a long. I'd suggest, guys, around 897.50. Okay, I'd suggest around 897.50. I should know the session's over when your wife leaves the LTR. Yeah. She's profitable, though, which is great. Guys, and if you are going to go long, guys, over the top of those 76 fibs, if you're really experienced, guys, you're looking for a 20-tick risk control point. Guys, if you've gone long where I suggested, you've just gone through your 20-tick risk control point. Guys, so your first target on NASDAQ, if you've gone long, guys, where I suggested at 97.50, your first target is 0.275, you're through that. Second target, 0.750, you're through that as well. If you're long on that delta, guys, if you're long on that delta, okay, which I've got a price point of, call it, guys, 910 for easy maths. Your first target and risk control point is 915. You've just gone through a 20-tick target. You're at 30s. You're about to go to 40s. If you're long on the delta, guys, please bring your stop loss to positive so you can't lose any money. Likewise, guys, down on the S&P, sorry for the S&P traders, you've got a lower low, you've got a long over the top of the 76s. So your entry, guys, your entry would be 99.5. Guys, your first target is 401.5. Your second target is 403.5. But that's all occurred while I was tinkering on the NASDAQ. Okay, you're over KPI. Geez, you've had an amazing session, right? It's my pleasure. Guys, this is what I've been doing since 2009. I hope it, guys, I hope it shows. I I hope you're probably looking at this going, yeah, no, I think we've been doing this for a little while. We have, guys, which is really exciting. If nothing's changed since 2009, guys, then nothing is going to change. And we just basically just navigate as safely and as carefully as we possibly can. So, guys and girls, we're not going to pick up another trade. We're not going to pick up another trade unless the NASDAQ does something incredible, like gives us a static bar reversal. All right, so we'll actually get told. So we'll get a minus something above the candle. Guys, FDAX, just let it go. Guys, just let it go. Let's see what it's doing. It's again, I reckon the FESX is going to bounce off this previous pivot. So guys, if we get a again, for everybody globally, if we get a very strong selling candle here, so it looks like the reversals have finished. Right, so that's over. Again, last 90 seconds. If we get a strong selling candle here, guys, basically it's all over. Like this this will be a monster sell down. Okay, so what have we got? The two-phase complex retracement. All right, so if you need another trade, guys, if you need another trade, which I don't think you do, if you need another trade, guys, if the FDAX closes below the previous pivot, which it has, guys, wait for the buyers to show back towards the previous pivot. You would be selling. That's a 27 rated candle on FDAX. So guys, you need a nice little buyer retrace. You want them to get rejected. If you get a selling delta outside the range of that candle, it's going to be very, very fast. I wouldn't be surprised if we're getting close to them turning the FDAX off, actually. For the Nazi traders, again, you've got a stunning sell signal, okay? But don't, guys, it's what we call a bull trap, right? So don't get caught in the bull trap. Okay, so institutional orders trying to catch everybody before they turn it and send it back the other way. So the way to make sure that you're not going to get caught in the bull trap, okay, draw your Fibonacci down. So draw your Fibonacci down, the really, really strong candle. Wait for them. The NASDAQ typically retraces to the 38 Fibonacci, which is what it's doing now. If the sellers are genuinely serious about smashing the NASDAQ, you'll see them come in now. Right? If they're not serious, they won't come in now. And then we're actually looking for buy signals to go back the other way. Note that the Europeans, guys, Arlen might be coming back online. Arlen, how are you? Hope you're awesome. Hang on, guys. I'll grab my camera. For the FDAX traders, as for the FDAX traders, you've got a green light to go short if you can hold the risk on the trade. I would suggest you would be far smarter to wait for that little green candle to close back over the top of the previous pivot and go long. Right? I think the selling is, and I say I think the selling's finished, guys, because the bear trap on the NASDAQ and the S&P 500, the bear trap is catching out all the people that don't know what they're doing. It's not catching out any professional traders because all the professional traders use Fibonacci. So, Arlen, we had a reasonable day today. I did have a losing trade on the FDAX, which is very rare, but we did have a losing trade. We've also had multiple good ones. So we've had multiple good ones. The NASDAQ has been an absolute walk in the park today. The volatility, Arlen, just to bring it into context, volatility is currently at 177. Normally in this session is about 50.
I love it.
Sorry, it's been a funky day, but I've done my best. I can't do any better than that. It's all live. There's nowhere to hide.
First of all, this is why we do this. This is us keeping it real. At the end of the day, sometimes your trade can go against you, and it's totally fine as long as we, know how to come back from it and know how to handle the situation. And in this case, I feel like we really do know how to handle it. I also really like the comment here in the Zoom chat, guys. Stephen wrote, "Who needs a US Open for volatility?" I love it. I love it. So what's really, really cool, guys, is that you had a very good session here. And I love that every week we have more and more things that we learn here from Lachlan from Samurai Day Trading. So thank you so much for another live trading room session. We love it. You know, we appreciate it. One thing that I do want to say, guys, here in the Zoom chat, I'm sharing a link. If anyone is still not part of our futures challenges, you can go ahead, click there, and have, get your own challenge to get started. But what's really, really important, guys, is that a lot of interesting things are coming up. Next week we have some holidays. We might be preparing some cool stuff for you during the holidays. And also, if you didn't have enough right now of Lachlan here, and you want to hear him a little bit more, I highly suggest that you check out our YouTube, because we have a new video up with Lachlan explaining all about futures trading, the basics. So whoever's not really doing the trading, he's still getting started, he wants to understand a little bit more, you can check it out. And it is already live on our YouTube channel, and we will also ping it later on our socials. So that's it from my side. Lachlan, thank you so much for another great session.
Well, what I'm excited about, Arlen, is that we didn't actually just fall for the bear trap set on the NASDAQ and S&P and FDAX, because we use Fibonacci. So I think trading well is about knowing when to pull the trigger, but also knowing when the market's trying to trap you. And they've just live in front of everybody triggered a bear trap, and they've just caught out about 1,000 people. They didn't catch us, so we live to fight another day, Arlen. Thank you to TTP, Arlen. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we'll see you again next week on the Trading Bit live trading room with Lachlan.
Sounds great. So, bye, guys. Bye. Bye.